Hello, welcome to High Vibe Honey for the week of the 12th of November 2018. It's wonderful to be here. I have pulled some lovely cards for you this week, so let's just jump right into it, especially because my friend is showing up in 20 minutes, so we gotta wrap this shit up, and that's okay, we can do it. I have faith in us. So the first card for the week is an oracle card, and it is from Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light Oracle cards. And here is the card that we got, the Ever Unfolding Rose. And the artwork on this is really beautiful. So here is what the guidebook says about the Ever Unfolding Rose. Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. The challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it, to let life crack you open, to open through hurt and loss, to allow what is falling away to fall away. Being a human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at the moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open no matter how much it hurts, to continually unfold, to let life crack you open. Everything is going to be okay. So I love that. I think it's a beautiful message, and it really, as always, connects with the cards that I pulled for the week. So let's jump into them. I used Adam JK's OK Tarot again because it's very pink, and I don't know if you've noticed, but I like pink. So we went for that. And our first card that we pulled was the Five of Cups reversed. And again, I feel like this is a card that has come up for us a few times. Now, the Five of Cups reversed is about recovering from some kind of pain, some kind of heartbreak, some kind of disappointment. Remember that Cups is always about emotions, so this is probably about something interpersonal that's happened, and maybe you're feeling like you wish things had gone differently. But this card is about something painful happened, but the good news is, well, firstly, you already know that. You already know that something painful happened, but the good news about this card is that you are recovering and you are in the process of picking up the pieces and looking at it from a greater context. You are zooming out on it, you're Google Earthing that shit, and you are becoming able to put all these things together and make sense of it. So you're looking at it and you're being like, you know what, that thing didn't work out for me, but I actually think that that was for the better. So sometimes when things happen that we're not hoping for or that are kind of not in the plan, we can be upset and we feel like, oh my God, like my manifestations aren't working, like I fucked this up somehow, or like I created this because I was thinking wrong thoughts or whatever. And that's a very easy track to go down, especially when you are learning a lot about manifesting and all of those things. But this card really says that there are blessings in disappointment, and sometimes those things that don't work out for us, it's actually because the universe can see with much more clarity than we can, and it's actually like, you know what, I know you want that thing, but that would be a world of pain for you, so I'm gonna redirect the energy and give you something else. And when we're manifesting and when we're thinking about these things, one of the phrases that we often use is this or something better. So what if those things that you wanted were just prototypes for what you're actually working towards? And when we can reframe things that way, it gives us a lot more power within our own lives. We feel less inclined to be like, oh, I fucked it up and I'm never gonna get what I want. No. All of this stuff that's happening, all of the pain, all of the contrast, all of the disappointment is actually helping you to get clarity on what you want, so that when the thing that you are really looking for arrives, it will be so unmistakable and it will just be this perfect, beautiful situation. So this card says you are healing. You are learning from what's going on, and you may be looking at it and being like, you know, I know a month ago I said I really wanted that, but honestly, if I'd gotten it, I think my life would be really hard right now. So just be easy with yourself and just remember that everything is always working out for your greatest good, and that you are being divinely protected and divinely guided all the time, even when you don't think you are. And also this card, I think, can help us to experience a sense of empathy for the other people in our lives who are maybe not giving us what we want, or are not kind of like rising to the occasion, or whatever it is that we feel like they have done wrong, quote unquote. I think this card is about looking at them and really having a sense of understanding and empathy for what has their life been and what has led to this point, and could you really expect anything different based on their experiences of life? Maybe not. So I think this card is really just reminding us to look at things with a greater context and not be so self-centered in terms of our thinking. Like, well, I didn't get what I want, so like, that is not what manifesting is about. That is not what life is about. We have to understand that there are other people in the world too, and they have their own experiences, and crucially, we can never control other people. We don't get to say what they do and how they behave and how they react to things. It's not our job. So it's all getting better, and just as much as possible this week, remain hopeful, remain open to, newer, better things coming your way, because they are coming your way, and the next two cards, like, hit the button on that, so don't stress it. But if you've been having a hard time, I totally get it, and the cards get it, and we all get it, and it's okay, and it's all a process, and you're gonna be just fine. So our second card of the week is the World in the upright position. Thank you very fucking much. And this is about completing a life cycle. And it's funny that we're in Scorpio season. Scorpio is like seriously about completing cycles and transforming and discovering new things. And so this is like a really appropriate card for the season. And the World says that we are wrapping things up, we're feeling accomplished, we are learning some big fucking lessons, to be honest with you, and I think that fits with this guy, definitely. And it also says that if you're not feeling like super accomplished right now, that it's just around the corner, and that it's coming, and that it's all gonna be okay. And it also is about just reminding yourself to to embrace and celebrate how far you've come. I would like for you to take a very quick trip down memory lane with me and think back to this time last year. It was like, almost Thanksgiving of last year. What was happening in your life? My life could not have been more different to my life today. I am about 300 times happier than I was at this time last year. This time last year is when I was just discovering Abraham Hicks, and I discovered Abraham Hicks because I was at like rock bottom emotionally. And now my life feels so good. I have so much freedom. I feel like I'm high on life all the time. I'm in the vortex all the time. And so I want you to just take a moment to recognize how far you have come in the last year. I know I'm not the only one who has made emotional progress in a year. You have done the same. So take a moment to celebrate that. And if you want to like throw yourself a fabulous dinner, or have a little party at your house, or buy yourself a, fucking cupcake and put a candle in it or something, then do that. Because it's important that we honor the progress that we've made, and we honor these cycles, and we really just celebrate and congratulate ourselves, honestly, because no one else is going to do it for you, so you might as well enjoy yourself and your life. This card also talks about travel, and hilariously, tomorrow I am flying to London. That's why my friend is on her way here. She's staying with me tonight, and we're flying to London in the morning. So it's about travel, definitely, whether short distance, long distance, whatever. It's the great time for travel. You may meet a love interest while traveling, or maybe it'll be someone that's foreign, or maybe they live in your city but they're foreign. I don't know. That sounds fun, right? That sounds fun. And this card is also about loving yourself fully. So if you look at the Five of Cups reversed, it's like you experience some pain, but hopefully through experiencing that pain, you have discovered that you are stronger than you think, and that you're much more capable than you think, and that also you can be happy without these conditions needing to be met. And so that would be really powerful. Really powerful. So that leads us to our next card, which is the Strength card in the upright position. Look at that bicep. Oh, yes, it's a powerful bicep. And this card literally says you are stronger than you think. And the Strength card in the traditional deck is a woman, and she is gently prying open the jaws of a lion, which is about strength through compassion, strength through love. It's a gentle strength. This is not about flexing your fucking craziness on someone to manipulate them into doing what you want. It's totally not about that. The Strength card is about accepting people as they are and giving them the space that they need to do what they need to do, and really just like not judging and accepting people truly for who they are and truly for where they're at, and not trying to change them or manipulate them or make them be who you need them to be, because that's not up to you. It's just not. So it's really a very powerful card, because when you can truly see and accept people as they are, then you are truly powerful. You are truly in control of yourself. You don't need somebody else to be something in order for you to feel good, right? So it's really a card of true self-mastery. And it also says that, you know, your confidence is growing, that you are presenting as your best self, that you are, you know, learning new things about yourself all the time. And again, if you're a single person, like all three of these cards actually point to love is coming. So this one is like you experience some heartbreak or some, I don't know, relationship fuckery, but you're healing from it and you've learned the lessons and you are staying open and hopeful and optimistic. This one says that you're gonna maybe travel and meet someone that you love, or maybe it'll be someone foreign that you fall for. And this one says that love is coming because your fucking vibe is right. And that's what it's about. Like we all know this, right? When we are high vibe, when we're in the vortex, when we're feeling fucking good, that is when people approach us. That is when we meet new people and these wonderful, coincidental, lovely things happen. It's because our vibe is on point. And so if you are looking for love, if you're looking for friendship, if you're looking for work, if you're looking for anything in the world, which, let's face it, we all are looking for something, get your fucking vibe right. And you cannot go wrong. Because the other thing that's great about getting your vibe right is when your vibe is really on point, you don't need to find a partner. You don't need to find a new friend. You are fully happy with your own company. You're like in it and you're dialed in, you're tuned in, tapped in, turned on, and you don't need those things that you're looking for anymore, which is kind of an awesome trick, right? So those are our cards. And I would love to hear if they feel appropriate for you, if they feel relevant. They feel very relevant for me. And they just remind me that no matter what is going on, everything is always working out for me. And I was thinking about this a lot yesterday. I was talking to a friend of mine and I was like interviewing him for the next chapter of my book. And the next chapter of my book is all about the gifts of pain. Because we often think that if we're manifesting correctly, we won't experience any pain. We won't experience any contrast. We'll just live this life of nonstop green lights, and that's not actually how it works. So that is just a really good reminder that I've totally lost my train of thought because my friend just called me and I had to decline the call. Right, so it doesn't mean that nothing will ever go wrong if your manifesting is on point. There are always going to be things that happen that are painful or that you don't understand or that are confusing. But there are gifts within the pain, and it reminds us that these things that happen to us are all for a greater reason. And when I look back at things that haven't worked out for me or experiences I've had where I was like in so much pain at the time, it all makes sense. And my friend totally just showed up. So I'm gonna end this here and I'm gonna come back in 2 seconds and we'll do some tapping. Okay, I love you. Goodbye.